Let's see. Oh, here we go. Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning. Well, I should say good afternoon. Sorry. I'm used to saying good morning because I'm used to doing the lives early. Welcome as you come in. Let us know where you're watching from. Honey, did you say good morning?
Hello. Good afternoon.
I mean, good afternoon. I keep saying good morning.
Yeah, the time changed, so it's all.
Yes, the time has changed. I don't know if you all realize that I did this morning, and the time to me is faster. I don't know about you all, but it seems faster to me.
They're playing games with the time.
I'm so tired of that. I don't know. I'm over it. So, yeah, come on in, guys. We're going to wait for our guests to join us. And for those of you all who cannot make it to the live, you can always watch the replay. All right. Definitely. So, yeah, we're just waiting for our guests
Hello.
to come in. Hello. Oh, there
There he
he is. All right. So, let me see. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. So, you can just click on and come on in. All righty. All right. Just click this link and come on in for my guests. Yeah, I put it in the comment section. You could just click on there and come on in. All righty. So as we're waiting, I hope everyone is well. Hey sis, welcome. Good to see you. There goes sis.
Hey,
Maria.
good.
All right, our guest is here. Hello.
Hey, how
Good
you doing?
afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Perfect. Can you hear us? All
I can
right,
hear
all
you.
right.
Perfect. There it
Thank
is.
you for joining us. I know you're a busy man.
Yes.
Can you hear us? I think he hears us. Did you hear us?
Oh, we lost no audio.
I hear you. There's kind of
It's
an
echo?
echo. I'm getting an echo.
Okay.
I hear you.
You wanna I don't know. Do you have anything else on as well?
Let's.
Thanks, sis. Yeah, of course. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Make sure, guys, as you come in, you share, guys. Share. Sharing is caring. You know, I always say that. And make sure you hit that like button, guys.
Okay, I think that might do it.
Perfect, perfect,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you for joining us. I know you're a busy man. You know, you got a lot
Hey.
going on.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh,
Um,
not a problem.
and we're going to try to make sure we don't hold you up because I know you have other plans. So we're just going to hop right in it, right, honey?
Yeah.
All right. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for having me on here. And my name is Mc Neal, and I am the CEO of a company called Migrating Culture Limited Company. We are a real estate development firm located in Ghana, West Africa. And yeah, so basically, I've been in Ghana for the past 7 years. And this has basically been my life doing real estate for the past few years here. So yeah, so that's a little bit about who I am.
Awesome.
I'm originally from the U.S., so I came here, but last, I guess, December, I became a citizen of Ghana. And yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
great.
I'm now kind of a dual citizen, if you will.
That's awesome. That
So,
is awesome.
so this is your first time jumping into real estate with this project?
I actually, I mean, like professionally, this is, my first encounter. I built a home in the U.S., but that was a personal home. And I've managed a couple of real estate projects in the U.S. for a medical firm that I actually managed. But yeah, just dedicated real estate. Yeah, this is the first time.
It's a great first run from all the videos I'm seeing.
Yes, don't spill it too much. We haven't made
That's it's incredible. I just got to give you.
Hey, well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah, and that's, I mean, one thing is I've always done business, so I can take I can just take a business idea, and it doesn't really matter what the business is. If I have a basic understanding of it, then I can formulate a business around it, right? So so that's just it's been my talent.
Love it, love it. The next question, I'm gonna let you ask on the next question.
Okay. Tell us how you did end up in Africa and why Ghana?
You know what? I started looking at leaving the United States maybe around 2013 because I just wasn't comfortable with the state of economic affairs, world affairs, and it just didn't seem right anymore. And I felt that I just didn't want to be in the U.S. anymore. And I started looking at places around the world. One of the places that I had initially considered was Brazil, out of all places, and I decided against Brazil because I didn't really want to learn Portuguese, and most people there speak Portuguese, and so I started looking at Africa because I had always been a fan of African American studies in college, and so Ghana came to mind because a lot of the people speak English, and I knew, okay, I wouldn't necessarily have to learn a new language in Ghana, and the weather is always warm, and so I basically took a trip to Ghana in 2015, October 2015. It was my first time on the African continent, first time in Ghana, and I spent a month. And before I left that month, I had made the decision that I would live, come to live here. And after my trip was over, I went back home and met my family during Christmas gathering, and I just told them, family, I'm leaving. I'm going to live in Ghana. And they were like, whoa, when?
Breaking news.
Wow.
So about 3 months later, I had relocated to Ghana after that, trip. So that's like February 2016, I relocated to Ghana. And I haven't been back to the U.S. since then.
Wow.
No turning back. Man.
Yeah, that was it. It was like, hey, I immediately came and just, found land, build a home, found 5 acres, built a home off grid because I wanted to be off grid. Even though I was leaving the U.S., I still wanted to live off grid because I felt something was coming to the world where I wanted to be self-sufficient. So, I moved in the mountains and solar, got a well drilled, and had an organic farm so I can be totally self-sufficient. It's like I don't know what's coming, but I know something is coming.
That's right. That's right.
So did you run? I'm sure you ran into some naysayers and haters along the ways.
Absolutely. People thought I was crazy. They thought I had absolutely lost my mind. That include family and friends and the Ghanaians around here. It's like what are you doing? And they call us here. The Ghanaians call us Obruni.
Obruni. Okay.
Like it means white man, but when they hear your accent, I don't care how black you are. When they hear your accent, you get classified as Obruni also. So they'd be like, Obruni, why are you building in the bush, Obruni? But yeah, so everybody thought I was crazy, but as soon as I did it and COVID struck, then they thought I was genius.
They saw the vision after that, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah. A lot of naysayers.
Tell the people where you graduated from. I just had to throw that in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a graduate of Florida A&M University. FAMU, strike again. Yeah,
ECU.
absolutely. Yeah.
You
You know,
see,
I tell people it's one of the top 2 universities in the world.
that's
And they
right.
tell me, they ask, well, what is the second one? And I tell them, I don't care what the second one is.
Right.
You got one spot,
That's
so
right.
you pick whatever one you want to be the second one.
That's right. See, the reason why I threw that out there, guys, because this is closer to home. Okay, so
Yeah.
I had to throw that out there.
We got a family rattler.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You wanted to know
he
he always says something in his videos. You wanted to ask him, what does that mean? Do you remember?
Oh, hoorah, hooroo.
Yes. I knew it had to have some kind of meaning to it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm a military vet, and the
Thanks for your service.
hoorah is really like the Marines. You will hear them say that.
You're a Marines. He didn't know that. He was in the Marines.
So I'm in the Army. I was in the Army, but
Okay.
I got that from the Marines. And then hooroo is Swahili for like freedom, So I don't know if you remember Lieutenant Uhuru on Star Trek, the black, So
Yes, so the only black person on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was like freedom. That means freedom.
Oh,
yeah.
So you had a little twist on it. That's why I didn't recognize it. We said a little different. It's like raw. We said a little different. That's why.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it. But okay, I get it.
Now you get it. He was like, we need to ask him, what does that mean?
Yeah. I know that was something that just popped in his head. I like get some meaning behind it.
Yeah. He was curious.
I was language. But okay.
I like it.
And that's why I always say, now be free.
That's right. I love that too.
Right. We should trademark that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you and Brandon meet up? And explain to them who Brandon is. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Brandon is my partner in this venture, and basically, before I came to Ghana, I had saw his Earth Bag house online, and I had reached out to the guy that he has a tour agency, and he does tours, and I saw him, featuring this house, this Earth Bag, and so I contacted him and asked him who built that home, and he's like, "Oh, Brandon Rogers built that home," and so he's like, I can put you in touch with him, and so. So when I got here to Ghana, I got in touch with Brandon, and he basically is an architect by trade, and Brandon also went to Florida A&M University. Now, I didn't know him, because he's about 10 years younger than me, but, I found out that he went to Florida A&M University, and he's, graduated with a degree in architecture. And so basically, he had been here, since 2008 or so, building eco-friendly homes. And it's the thing is that you don't usually see a person who's an architect also building. And so he had kind of meshed both of these so that he's an architect designing and he's also building. And so, so I had wanted my home built, and since he had went to FAMU, I felt more comfortable with giving him my money. So at the time, I gave him like the largest project that he ever had.
Wow.
And he helped me find the land in the mountains, which was 5 acres. And he built an Earth Bag house for me. So that's how we met and got started. And after that, I had, like I say, I can always tell talent. And, so I looked at it and said, okay, maybe what you ought to do is stop building single homes and focus on like a community.
Right.
And, and kind of thought about it. It went a while. And so at one point, it's like, well, why don't you help me to do that? And so that's how, we kind of created Migrating Culture from, originally it was kind of an NGO that he had and he was working on. And I was like, let's keep the same name. Let's rebrand as a commercial organization. And we're going to create a community. And I had ended up selling my house on the mountain, and I had one of my friends put it on YouTube. And when he put it on YouTube, it sold in like maybe 10 days. And everybody started contacting me saying they want to do the same thing, but they're afraid of getting scammed. So I felt this was the perfect time to do the community, which was just modeled after the same lifestyle that I created for myself, which was off-grid, being self-sufficient, solar, borehole, organic forage, but just bringing it into a community of like-minded people.
Yes.
And so basically, Brandon has been the architect in kind of bringing that vision to life.
Love that.
Yeah, you two make a great team.
Yes, definitely.
It's like a natural fit that stars just lined up. I knew you could tell you two were supposed to meet each other.
Right.
Yeah. Brandon is genius. He's absolute genius.
Yeah.
So I say he already answered probably the question how do they do the beautiful community, and I think he already answered that. So we can move right along. What does Migrating Culture Crossing mean to you? I don't know if you know about how it means to Brandon, but at least to you, how does what does it mean?
I mean, for me, in the U.S., a lot of times you see street names with crossing on it, or communities with crossing. So, so that's where the crossing came from, because I wanted it to appeal to people from the West, something that they would understand. Yes. So we say Migrating Culture Crossing, it's something that's familiar to those in the West, especially, the United States. And, the name, Brandon had already established the Migrating Culture name, and I didn't want to change that. I felt that, okay, this is already there, because, what it means to me is that, 400 years ago, many of us from Africa, we crossed the Atlantic, going from Africa to the Atlantic, from Africa to the U.S. or to the West. And now here we are, 400. And that was, at that time, it was involuntary, so involuntary crossing. And this time, 400 years later, we're starting to cross back over from the West to the East. And now it's voluntary. So, so this crossing is happening, and it's, so we're migrating our culture, from the West back to the East. So that's where we have this, Migrating Culture Crossing.
Awesome. Love it. Love the meeting there. Mm-hmm. That is great. I can't even say anything else after that.
Yeah, all I know is I keep up with your videos, and I'm always looking at my wife telling. I said they got it together.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We've
seen other videos of different projects and communities on, different countries on the continent. Your work is top notch.
Yes, and we're hoping we can be a part of it.
I would recommend everybody. Yes, if you interested in the continent, let's start with Migrating Crossing Culture.
Exactly.
Well, thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We wish we would have found you before we put in what we did somewhere else. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we can say some things, off camera.
Off camera.
I hear. I under and understand. Yeah.
Yes. And that's why we felt it was very important to share you with others, because we believe in what you all are doing. Um, like my husband say, we watch anytime you have a video, we like this.
You brought in the flatbed. I'm like, oh, that's a flatbed. So you can. And I'm trying to explain it to her.
Right.
What the reasoning for the flatbed is. I'm like, it's easier to load and unload on the flatbed.
Right. Exactly.
Especially if you got large amounts of like bulk material. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, just things like that.
I'm learning too.
Like, yeah. Those are very popular here across Africa.
Oh, the flatbed truck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I noticed that the brand you keep using, that must be a pretty popular brand over there.
Yeah. I mean, well, the flatbeds are that's Kia, Hyundai / Kia.
Car maker?
For the flatbed trucks, that's a Kia and a Hyundai. Now for the we recently purchased the dump truck, and Howell, that's from China, so that brand is from China, very popular.
Gotcha. Also, like, tell us so the people can know. I'm gonna try and see if I can share, to show the people how your one of your units look like. But just tell the people a little bit about your community, what all you're gonna be putting in place. Just you don't have if you don't want to, you don't have to go into detail. But yeah.
I mean, I'll be glad to. So basically, again, the community is called Migrating Culture Crossing. We have 200 acres, and we're building from the smallest unit is a duplex, studio duplex, and all the way up to a 4-bedroom, single-family detached home. So we have something for every size family. Now, interesting enough, the smallest unit, which is studio duplexes, they're sold out already. But basically the whole idea is that these are eco-friendly homes. They're all designed to be what we call net zero homes, which are very energy efficient homes. You'll see, that our homes don't look necessarily like a modern traditional home. They look a little different because they are designed to be very energy efficient. They have a sloping roof so that if one wants to do rainwater harvesting, they can. And they have windows at the top, which we call clerestory windows, to let the light shine in so that you use less electricity. So that's, we're building with what we call earth blocks. In Africa, it's common to build with concrete blocks. Usually, a lot of times in the West, we're building with wood, but in Africa, they're building with concrete blocks because they want to build a house and not have to maintain it. And you usually have to you have more maintenance on wood homes. So, but the thing about concrete blocks is that they tend to get hot, so the inside of the house gets hot. However, we chose not to build with the standard concrete blocks, but to use the eco-friendly earth blocks. And because these blocks are primarily built with dirt, they tend to be cooler. So it's a much cooler home, if you will. So and that's it. You can see our floor plans on the website, and you can see all the pricing on the website as well, virtual tour, and everything. So yes, that is it.
Trying to show them the outside
Okay.
so that they can see.
Yeah, so this was my original home up top that Brandon built for me out in the mountain, in the mountain.
Do you have?
If you go to you go to floor plans.
Floor plans, okay.
Yep, and then just pick out one of those models.
Let's do the deluxe.
Yep, and then scroll down there. Yeah.
Look at that. That's just beautiful.
Okay, yeah, and just go through those pictures. You can,
Yep. So you all can get an idea. Look how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
And
So
did you tell them about the plants? Tell them the
So the whole idea too about our community is this, we have a food first ethos, which means that we're not just looking for a home, but we believe that your food should also be a part of your community. So our community is being designed with the edible landscaping. So all of our homes are being planted with food, anything, edible and medicinal around the house. So that you'll have food growing, to keep you as independent as possible. And we're also planning within the community a much larger organic food forest right in the community as well. So we want you to be able to, purchase fruits, vegetables, whatever, right in your community. But in your own yard, you'll have, you know, edible things growing.
Love it, right?
Oh,
Love that.
You know how I feel.
Yeah.
Now this is the inside of one of the duplexes.
Yeah, that's the 1 bedroom duplex. So that's the smallest unit we have now. And basically, things that you'll notice that's different about our homes is that one, we use real hardwood. So unlike all of these other homes that are using this engineered wood like MDF, HDF, we're building cabinets with real hardwood. We're using real granite countertops. So these are, in a sense, like luxury homes, so granite countertops, real hardwoods, upgraded fixtures, crown molding, POP ceiling, so very high quality materials that we're using.
And tell them about the special that you ran that we missed.
Yeah, so when we started, we basically were starting from scratch. Nobody really knew us, so I said, let me come up with a marketing tool to get our name out there quickly. And you notice when so I said, basically we're going to start pricing at half price, that we're offering the first few buyers 50% discount. And that was before we even launched the website. And so we had people sign up. And when we launched on that day, and we told them that everybody who purchases a home, every time you purchase, the price would go up a little bit, like Megabus in the US, where every time you purchase, the price goes up a little bit, but we'll start it at 50%. And it was so successful, we thought, how can we continue to offer this whole 50% discount, because it was just such a huge success. And so what I did was said, okay, if you pay us 50% of the price and you pay it all up front, and you give us 3 years to build a home, then I'll give it to you. We'll give it that 50%, and that's what we did. And we ran that, and it actually went much longer than we anticipated. Every time we near to close it, people was like, "Oh, can you extend it? Can you extend it?" So we ended up running that promo for about 2 years, and it was supposed to have ended this past December. And in what happened is that during that December, a very popular YouTuber in Ghana by the name of Jasmine Ama came to our site, and she did a video. And when she did that video, the traffic just went through the roof. Everybody started calling us from everywhere. And so it was like, "Oh, we're just seeing this Jasmine Ama video, and we want that promo." And So I said, okay, we said we'll extend it one more month. That's it. We can't extend it because the economy was just too unpredictable, and we can't continue to give this half price promo with it. It's such an unpredictable economy. So yeah, we extended it to the end of January. So basically, now we have a lot of people lined up, on a waiting list, and we said that if the economy kind of stabilizes, where we can kind of estimate the pricing of materials, because materials have just been going through the roof lately. From the blocks to the metal to the cement, everything just keeps going up. So it makes it hard for us to promise to give you 50%, in 3 years. So we said that if things begin to stabilize, then we will try and bring back the half price promo. But we, at this point, so we do have a waiting list, and we do have people signing up. So we just tell them, just sign on our newsletter, and we'll keep you posted, and we'll see how it goes. So there's a possibility that it could come back here over the next few months.
Exactly. You heard that, everybody. So
that's part of the reason. I know as you manufacture some of the things you need, like right there on site, you're trying to get ahead of that, inflation.
Exactly, because I mean, when you're doing this and you're saying, okay, I'm gonna give you 50%, you have to do as much as you can right on site, and you also have to just order in bulk, so like we order from China, it has to be a container of everything we need for a large number of homes, and that's why if you look at our model, we don't really allow you to customize your own home. We pretty much give you almost a template, like this is what it is, and the only thing you really get to choose in our homes is whether you want a light color scheme or a dark color scheme, but everything else is primarily chosen for you.
Okay, keep the cost down. It makes sense.
Yeah, those costs down. Absolutely.
All right. So, guys, I hope you were able to see that and enjoyed it. I do have anybody have any questions? Make sure you put them in the chat right now. And you've already answered the question as far as like the specials. How would they go on to sign on to your newsletter? Will they email you or?
Yeah, they can just go on to our website, and there's a contact, just the WhatsApp. They can just go through the WhatsApp contact or the email, either way, and just send their email address and their name, and we'll get them signed up.
Gotcha. Okay. Maria said the problem is every time these deals come around, most of us don't have the down payment initially. Yes, we run into a lot of that too.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, now fortunately, we've been blessed. I must say, with this economy, we've still been blessed because we've had buyers from all over the world. We've probably within this last 2 years, we've sold at least 60 homes, and those buyers have come from the U.S., Canada, Jamaica, Germany, Netherlands, Denmark. We even have one guy from Hungary, about to purchase. It's just all over the world. They come, and all of them, they might be like Ghanaians who are living in the diaspora somewhere, or they're married to a Ghanaian or something like that. But they value what we're doing, because a lot of times when we move from the diaspora, from the West to here, we don't necessarily want to be in the city.
Right.
When I came to Ghana, I didn't want to be in the city of Accra. Right. If I wanted that, I would have stayed in Atlanta. Right. I wanted to be out, I mean, Ghana is a beautiful country. And, so I wanted to be in nature. I wanted to be around farmers, if there was some kind of economic collapse, I wanted to know the people around me were growing food, in case I couldn't for some reason. So Ghana was a great place to do that at.
Yeah. Well, I agree with what you're saying, Maria, because we run into a lot of the issues too. But It's different. It's different. It's not like here. What we suggest is what to try to see if you can get a loan here and
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a great idea. I
try to.
mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not an advisor, guys.
Right. That,
Hey,
I,
hey,
So
and that's the thing.
that's an option for people.
You have to be creative. You
Yeah.
have to be creative, and you know, this is why when we offered that half price home
right.
promo, it was like for a lot of people, they was like, "Eric, I don't care what I have to do
Oh
to
yeah.
get
Oh yeah.
that money." So it's like if I had to go and take a loan on my house in the U.S. and let it
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
and buy me a house in Africa, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Right.
And
yeah,
people got creative, but they came. I don't
yeah,
know. It's what is worth. There's a lot of money out there that people have access to, and they figured that instead of just letting it collapse in a bank somewhere, you hear all these things. I mean, even as recent as yesterday, you hear about all the bank collapses, and I've been telling people that since 2013 that these banks are gonna begin collapsing and ain't gonna be like these bailouts we used to be, where the FDIC was bailing out. No, they got bail-ins now, which means that a bail-in says they're gonna take your money and they're gonna pay their debts with it. So and now we see this starting to happen with some of these recent bank collapses. And I'm like, instead of leaving your money in banks like this, take it out and put it into some real assets and some real estate. What's important in life is your home. You have food, shelter, and clothing.
right,
We know we need that.
Minimum.
right, exactly.
As far as the clothing, I can wear these same clothes for the rest of my
Every day.
life. I
Yep,
don't need to floss and stuff. So I don't just spend a lot on clothing, but we need to buy food
yep,
every day.
yep.
We
Yeah.
have to buy
Oh
food now.
Survival.
yeah.
Yeah, and if you in a community that is growing food, then your food costs much less expensive. And if your house is paid for, boom, you're good.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah,
I agree. I agree.
And also, I mean, a lot of things about moving there too. When I talk to other people of our skin color, right? They always asking me questions like, "Well, how much of the property taxes and stuff like that?" And
Right.
I'm like, "Brother, that's
That's
an
an
American
American.
condition because it's a whole lot different than what you pay here versus there."
yeah, yeah, It's much better here. Yeah, I mean, overall, if you can get, and that's why you see a lot of Africans that they may take 10 to 15 years to build their home.
Right,
And you go around Ghana, you see a lot of uncompleted homes and they might be even living in those homes,
right.
and they just take years and years and years. But at the end of the day, when they finally get it built, they own it.
Yeah,
Because
Right out. Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, they ain't getting no loan. They just building. They get a little money here. They go and buy some
Right.
bricks. Get a little money here. Go buy some cement. Get a little,
Right.
So they build it over
You can't do
years.
that here. You can't do that.
Yeah, here you go take a loan and you never really own the house.
Nope.
Then they crash the economy on you and they come and get
You
your
stay in
equity out.
debt.
Yeah, because they continually raise property taxes.
Yeah,
Continue.
it's a running scam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cost of
And
insurance constantly going up.
Yep, yep.
yeah, and so that's why I tell Africans that really they have more wealth than the
Uh-huh.
average Westerner.
Oh
Because they
Exactly.
usually own their properties and their homes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
Go
it-
ahead.
okay.
No,
No,
go ahead.
the exchange rate is still pretty favorable over there too, right?
The what?
The exchange rate is
The
pretty
the exchange rate for the Ghanaian city, it had dropped. So the Ghanaian city recently dropped tremendously against the U.S. dollar. So it was pretty bad at one time. It's just trying to stabilize now. So that means that if you are making money in U.S. dollars, yes, it's great for you. So if you bring in U.S. dollars here, that it's great for you. Now it ain't great for somebody who's making in cities. Who's earning monies in cities here. But yeah, if you come and bring in U.S. dollars, yeah, it's great for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shoe Bar say, "Oh yeah, I seen her video, but didn't realize it was him too just now." Okay, I guess he's talking
Okay.
about you.
Yeah, and Jasmine Amma. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's yeah, and even Jasmine Amma is purchasing a home in the community. So
Yes,
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yes, yes. I
yeah,
need
Well,
that
this,
YouTube check so I can
yeah.
do the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the goal. All right. So, anyone else have any questions? Because we're getting ready to close it down, so I don't hold our brother up. We appreciate his time.
Yeah, man.
Um, Again, this is the website migratingculturecrossing.com. So definitely go on there, take a look. I believe they can reserve, right, for the upcoming ones.
So well, so basically, once you go on the website, if you want to purchase a home, just just shoot me an email, because a lot of people, a lot of times, if they go on there and they want to purchase, they try to go through the checkout because they have these international credit cards.
Okay,
It's always an issue with international credit cards. So
okay,
a lot of times they'll get denied. So, but that's just when you're really ready to purchase. So if you just shoot me an email, and we'll chat about what you want. You say, hey, I want 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and we'll do a little call. And once you establish you ready to purchase, I'll send you a construction agreement, online construction agreement, about 10 pages. You read through it, you sign, put your online signature, and we execute it. Then you have about 10 days to wire your money in to our account. We have a US dollar account here in Ghana. And then, yeah, so then, that's it. Now, currently, since we're not doing the half price home promo currently, basically, you're paying full price, and that's on a payment plan. That means you pay 30% upfront, 30% when the walls are erected, 30% when the roof is on, and then the final 10% upon completion. That's over a 2 year period, so it takes you 2 years. Um, but if we bring back the half price home promo, you get 50% discount, but you pay it all up front, and you have to wait 3 years for completion of your home. So basically, we kind of, it means that, because if we go to investors and try to finance this project, and we ask them to use their money to finance it, they're gonna want a return on their monies. They're gonna want to make a profit, and so we figure, well, if we're gonna have to pay them a profit, why not extend that to the homeowner? If the homeowner is able to pay the monies up front, then just give them a 50% discount and ask them to give us 3 years to use their money. And so it's like, really they're acting like an investor, by allowing us to use their money for 3 years.
oh, okay, gotcha. I had a question. Did you have another question before we close out?
No, I would just like to say, this the scope of the project. It's a real serious thing. Like 200 acres, that ain't nothing to laugh at.
Mhm.
Yeah,
With
it's huge.
overall, and like I said, I applaud you for what
Definitely,
you
Hey,
do.
yes.
I appreciate it. It's yeah, I mean, we went from the 5 acres that
Right?
I had on the mountain,
Yeah.
to now 200 acres. So who
Yeah.
knows what's next?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a totally different way of thinking about things,
Mhm.
because we're thinking, okay, food first. Whereas
Mm.
when I was in the U.S. and I built my house in the U.S., it was on nearly 10 acres, but
Wow.
I never thought about utilizing any of that land for food.
Right.
I had 10 acres almost, but it was just like maybe 3 or 4 acres was kind of manicured with
Mm.
grass. And so you spend all this money on a manicured lawn, but you're
Right,
not thinking about growing food.
right.
So, so it's a totally different mind shift for me when I came to Africa. It's like, no, it's all about the food, because even when you come here, there's some communities here with $10 million homes in them,
Wow.
and
Also,
these communities, and I'm like, the buyers in these communities, they still getting sick of things like cancer because they faced with the same problems everybody else, poor
yeah.
eating habits, and the food that they're eating is imported tomato paste from China. You got tomatoes growing all over Ghana,
But
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 you getting
nobody's
it from
using it.
China.
still using the imported tomato paste coming from China. It's sitting in these cans for weeks or months in the hot
Oh,
sun, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it doesn't have real tomatoes in it.
Uh-huh.
So it's completely ridiculous. So you're
right.
destroying your own economy because you're not patronizing the
Mm.
locals, and you're catching things like cancer because of that also.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
yeah,
I've heard multiple people talk about that same topic that you're talking about, and they're saying like the biggest issue is they spend so much money on
Instead of using what
importing
they have.
instead of trading within the
yeah,
continent.
yeah.
That's a
Trading within the continent, and we have to get back to that. Really, I mean, we got all the food in the world,
All of
and
it.
the thing is, people want. The problem is that people always want things to last for
Right.
weeks or months. They want to preserve foods, and food is not meant to be
Preserve.
preserved for months. So you have tomatoes. They have to be eaten fairly quickly, and when you try to preserve them, you have to put all these harmful chemicals in them to preserve them, but it takes away, depletes the nutritional value of the food. And this is the problem. Nobody wants to do things naturally because they want to save time. Everybody's about saving that time. And yeah, more we get away from that,
Right.
the more harmful the food becomes for us. So
Exactly. Yep.
yeah, yeah,
I agree.
everybody like, hey, let me save a little time so I can watch the game. Save a little time so I can
and kill
go
myself
out
slowly,
to
right?
to the club, whatever. So save that time, So, but yeah, yeah. So that's what it is. It's all about for us this community. It's not just we're creating a wonderful community, and by the way, the community will have the amenities like we're used to in the U.S. Swimming pool, gym, health care. So we're building almost like a resort community. It's next to a major university that they just built called the University of Environment and Sustainable Development. And we chose that land because it was next to the university, because we're a sustainable community. It's a sustainable university. We have a partnership with the university where their students will be coming over to work in our community. Um, we put a lot of thought in the location, and this area called Somaya, where we're located, is a growing area, and we intend to turn that area into a resort destination. Within the next 10 years, we want people to actually think about that. When I go on a resort, a vacation, I want a vacation to Migrating Culture Crossing.
Right.
That's how we want people to think that I want to go on a health and wellness resort where at some point there will be classes that we're holding at the community to teach people how to create their own wellness communities and take that idea back to their own home, how to live a healthier lifestyle and things like that. So yeah, so it'd be a kind of a health and wellness vacation for them.
Oh, I love
Mm,
that.
yeah.
Shoe Barb said, great interview. Glad to know about him and his building company. Also,
Mhm.
Yetta says, great points. Health is our wealth. Eat well and live strong. Yes, I
That's it.
agree.
Yeah.
Do you think
Absolutely.
the biggest question, and I'm pretty sure you have gotten a lot of these questions from people, do you think at some point, I don't know, because you all have a big project and some big plans in the future, that you will maybe offer some services what you all are doing to maybe individuals that want to build their homes the same
Well,
way?
when Brandon started out, up until I met him, he was building homes individually for
Okay.
people, and he was going around Ghana to different
Oh,
locations.
already doing.
And the thing about doing that in Ghana is it's a very expensive thing to do, and it's unpredictable because you're working with virgin land, and somebody says, "Hey, I got this land I want you to build on," and you accept that job. Man, that land could cost you all kind of money, just in time, because you don't know what you have to deal with. And honestly, when I came here and I built my home in the mountains, the home was much smaller than the home I built in the U.S. My home in the U.S. When I built it, it may have been 4 or 5 times larger than the home I built here in
Wow.
Ghana in the mountains. But it was more difficult to build that home in the mountains of Ghana than it was to build that home in the U.S. Because in the U.S. you have infrastructure that you know about. You have a Lowe's, you have a Home
Yeah.
Depot, you have all those things. When somebody gives you a quote, you know the quote won't be accurate. Here it's just not the case. You run into anything. So it became very expensive. If I didn't have the money at the time when he took my project, then I'd have been sweating bullets because we had all kind of unknowns that came up, and they cost a lot of money to get through them. So that's why when I met him and I told him that let's focus on building a community
Okay.
where we know the land. So basically, we won't be going back into that custom home building. That's over. But what we will be doing, like I say, as we establish Migrating Culture Crossing as a resort, we'll start classes so that at some point we're inviting people in and to teach them the different eco building methods, to teach them, how to start their own sustainable communities and things like that, so that they can take them and, do their own thing with them.
Okay. Okay. I think this is my last question.
Okay.
um, I know you said you all will be doing a resort, and do you okay as far as like your pocket neighboring that you have going on now?
Uh-huh.
Will you have a point where you stop? Like, will you continue buying more land and adding more?
Well, that's that, I mean, it's possible. Like right now with the 200 acres, we created something called pocket communities. And the pocket community is basically an idea from a U.S. architect. And he said basically how we build communities in the U.S., you never get to know your neighbors because you have these long stretches and rows of homes. And so the person goes from their backyard to the front yard to get in their car and they leave. And they never really know the neighbor anymore. So he said it's smarter to take fewer homes and place them strategically around one another so they all go into a common area. And that common area will lead people out to mix and mingle. So we like the idea. We consulted with an architect by the name of Ross Chapman. So we consulted. He's written a book on pocket neighborhoods, pocket communities. Yeah, we were so committed. Brandon was very committed to this idea, and once I saw it, I was too. So I was like, let's go for it. And so basically, Brandon basically took that idea and he came up with our own take on the pocket community. And so we have 4 pockets: pocket A, B, C, and D, and they each have anywhere from about 25 to 30 homes in a pocket. And that pocket is its own self-contained almost neighborhood. And it centers, it positions the homes around a courtyard, like a little park area. And so each pocket will
Excuse
be
me.
a
Do you
community.
have a visual? I was trying to see if I can.
You can bring up the website. If you can bring up the website,
Okay.
it's
So that way they can, because I had to look it up myself
Mhm.
because I wasn't too familiar. with
Yeah,
it. So bear with me a minute, guys.
yeah. Like I said, I love the idea. And I need for you to become one of the biggest master plan
I'm
real
telling
estate
you.
developers.
Hey,
Spread throughout the country.
Spread, yes. If you
we're,
become
we're working on it. We're working on
This
it.
is the way.
hold on, let's see here. Just a moment, guys. All right. So where do I go?
All right. So go to, I think, maybe explore. Let's see. Go on to explore and see.
Lord.
Go to master plan.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I
Just
love
scroll
the
down
faces.
there.
Don't
That's
you?
a beautiful family. You
Beautiful
got
family, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So the first image here, this is like the entire 200 acres.
Okay.
This first image, and it shows how we're breaking the land down. But that circular arch is where we're building the homes at, and those are the pocket A, B, C, and D. You can see in there, but it shows the homes. And I think if you continue to scroll down, there might be a larger image of just the yeah. So it's kind of a larger image of the pockets.
Oh,
And yeah, so and it just shows the lots. And so pocket A, B, C, and D, and pockets A and B pretty much sold out.
were these the studios?
They are a mixture of all size
Okay.
homes.
Okay.
Yes, they are a mixture.
So now
uh,
we have C and D available.
Yeah, C and
Okay.
D, that's what's selling. So you can see, yeah, so the homes are positioned, and that's that large area, that kind of green area. It's a large, like, common area for people, so they'll have their own yard, but they'll also have that big common area to come into and mix and mingle with one another. And we might put like some amenities in there, like, clubhouse and things like that.
And now the white part here, what I see
That's the home.
is that's the homes?
Yeah.
Or is
Well,
that
on this one doesn't show the homes. It just shows an outline of the lot, and it
okay.
shows the parking. That white part is the parking.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
And there's
Yeah.
no fence, right, in between because that's the
They
whole purpose of
they will have fences.
okay.
Yeah, they will have black fences
But
in
not
between.
the tall ones, just the kind of the short
Not
ones.
like the tall bricks, but almost like a picket fence, like a black metal picket
Okay.
Well,
fence.
you can still see each other, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
because
still
my biggest hang up, like when my wife first started showing me homes built over on the
had a
country.
big walls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You don't
didn't.
like
It's like
Yeah.
it's not attractive to me, and I'm
Yeah,
seeing
it is like
top. I'm like,
yeah,
the home or is
like you're in a prison, right?
which one is it?
Yeah. So you're in a prison.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
but
see.
yeah. So if you go back up to that other image, if you scroll back up to that other image, you can see that one kind of has the homes in it.
Oh,
On that,
okay.
yeah.
This is the entire 200 off from the
Yeah,
lines.
that shows the entire 200 acres,
Oh,
and
look, there's the food
yeah,
forest.
shows
Yeah.
you where the food forest is going to be.
Yeah.
Shows you where and we're going to also do apartments. Apartments are coming. Mixed use will have commercial area. So yeah, so at some point, we'll have the plans for the apartments ready as well.
Okay. Now, I don't know if I understand if you don't want to say. How will you do that with sustainable living for the apartments?
The apartments will likely be they might be more uh, traditional
Okay.
uh, buildings, like concrete buildings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you got something for everybody. That's the
Yeah.
way I see
Yeah.
it.
yeah. So that's we would like to yeah, because it's
Oh,
yeah.
I do have where it says here water. I can't really
Reservoir.
Yeah, reservoir. Are
Uh-huh.
you catching rainwater or?
Okay, so what happens is that the water comes, like, we're in the valley, so between the mountains. So the water comes off the mountain and it passes through our property. Uh, so that's why right now there is a small reservoir already there,
Okay.
that the previous owners had already dug, but we'll go through there and make it larger, and then we're going to put like these these ponds uh,
Okay.
because we're having to control flash flooding that comes through there. So there's a
Okay.
lot of water that comes through because originally we wanted to build uh, in that area, but there's so much water that comes through there that we had to turn it almost into a lake property. So all of that area, we just have to turn into a lake. So
Yeah, I watched one of these videos where you're talking about the government had a lot to do with that.
yeah, the government did, and at some point we'll still turn back around to them. We're not,
Mhm.
it's one of them things where we're not expecting anything to happen, but we will
Okay.
bring it to their attention that they're sending all of the water to us and they didn't properly
Right.
plan for
Right.
it.
Right.
So, and we're having to deal with it, and it's costing a lot of money to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
What
it's
about fish?
large. Yeah, it's pretty much large bodies of water. What about fish farming?
We will be doing fish farming. It may
Okay.
not necessarily be right here in this
Okay.
area because what happens here is that once it rains up there on the rain comes so fast and it's like a flash flood that just comes off the mountain.
Right. Okay.
So basically, we have to figure out, in order to keep this water under control, you almost have to have a way to have like you have to empty these ponds fairly quickly
Okay.
to get ready for the water that's coming off the mountain.
Mm,
So so you have to deal with that because if you already have water in there, then it's going to continue to flood. So
Exactly.
really, you're trying to trap the water and give it somewhere to go. Um,
okay.
so if you're doing fish farming right there, it's like if you have to suddenly empty this
Yeah.
area, what do
Right.
you do with fish? And, so it's a lot that we have to figure out from a civil engineering standpoint as well.
So you don't
Yeah.
need
That's
rainwater.
right.
You have a lot of water already.
And y'all put
Yeah, we have a lot of water there, but each of these pockets will still have a borehole or a water well dug.
Okay.
It's right there because you have a lot of water, but you still have to get it to where you need it to be.
Right.
Uh,
Right. Now,
yeah.
when you have those, you said a water well, you'll have it in designated spots, or can each particular?
Each each pocket there's one that will be dug, and then from that water well, it will be connected to a water tank to each house.
Okay.
So it'll fill up your personal tank.
Mhm.
So you always have water coming from that water well.
Okay.
That's
And as
good.
far as your pricing, that will be on your website too. Is that the updated price as of right
Yes, the updated pricing is out there on the website
now?
for
Okay.
all of the floor plans.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate all the thought into the civil engineering too, because I've seen places where just there hasn't been much thought into it, and it just gets overwhelmed with water, and
Hey,
different things start happening, and it's
oh,
like, well, if you
oh,
thought about that in the beginning,
yeah,
maybe it
yeah.
was
Welcome to Africa.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we have to, we're coming here and trying to bring a
hmm
Western perspective,
yeah.
because there's a
We
lot
got
of things
we got
that
to
they
mesh. We
you
definitely
have to, mesh our skills with theirs and try to create something
mhm.
that people would love,
Yeah,
and I think we're doing a fairly good job of that.
Yeah.
People
yes,
Yes.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely, they've been
And I
patronizing
love the foundation. The foundation of how
how
you're
we
building
started
a home.
doing the stone foundations to make them strong. Yeah, so we're just trying to take our time and try to give people something that they can just really say wow about.
Yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
and,
I'm definitely already wild.
yeah.
So
hey, good. That's what we like to hear. That's what we
Everything
like
takes
to hear.
money.
yes,
All right.
that's the only issue, right? We get past that, we're good
Hey,
to go. You already have us, we get that. You have us without blinking our eyes because we believe in what you all are doing. It's
Mhm.
it's it's amazing. Like like you said, we never thought about it when COVID hit. It's just we woke up basically.
Hey,
Woke up.
everybody woke up then. Boy. They started rationing food. My family was calling me. It was like, Eric, maybe you got a point.
Right, there you
I'm
go.
telling you, I'm telling
I was
you.
like, hey, I'm good. I'm in the mountains. I don't, y'all welcome to come in and join me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Not so crazy no more, right?
Yeah, not so crazy no more, So, everybody used to be calling me for many years, man, you just conspiracy theorist.
Nah,
That's the conspiracy theorist stuff, brother. Brother, enjoy your life. I'm like, man, y'all do what y'all do you, and I'm gonna do me, because
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get caught slipping in this
Right.
economy.
Yeah,
Right.
So
because there's a lot of people who get with that negative energy. They'll take you off track.
oh yeah. So I just I guess like they say, what is it? The guy that built the ark, Noah's Ark, and
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Noah was considered a fool until them floods came. So,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
so yeah. So I was in the mountain building my ark,
Yep. We
So
we would love when we come to Ghana. We would love to. I don't know if you have a designated place where we could stay. We love to come and stay and do like.
yeah.
We
That's a good
definitely
point.
we
Yeah.
definitely like to come and take a look at what you're doing. And hey, if you got a little place, we can rest our head right there in Migrating Culture.
We had plans of coming to the continent, and then they got derailed. No
Yeah.
fault
Yeah. We'll have to talk off camera about
that's
that.
one of them things that we would like to talk to you.
Yeah.
About.
And hopefully by the time you guys get ready to come, hopefully we have some of the homes ready.
Okay.
Because a lot of these people, they won't be moving here right away.
Okay.
They're gonna have us doing like Airbnb rentals,
Okay.
until they get ready to move to the continent. So
Yeah. Because everybody looking for that hustle and bustle. Because I heard about a crowd and the traffic and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cry is no joke, boy. Cry is dang. So
you have to put out all your hair, whatever hair you got. I don't have no hair no more.
Hey. Trust me, yep. I over and understand, but I like the simple life. I like being out, outside the city, way out, and like currently I'm living. I came closer into the city, so I can do sales and. But I can't wait to get back out side the city, way out, so into the community. But yeah, so we make the best of it here.
Exactly.
We love.
One question you didn't ask, that may come up later is as far as like a hospital or a clinic. How far are you all from?
Interesting. They just built a new hospital in Somanya. So from us, it's about 10 minutes. And there's even a larger hospital that they recently built in the last 4 or 5 years that might be about 25 minutes away from us.
Okay. That's nice.
So they have medical facilities.
All right, because we're gonna ask that question.
So Somaya, that's the area that.
So the area where we built is called Somanya. That's the kind of the town.
Can you put that in the? Are you able to write it in the
comments?
Yeah, or the private chat, and I'll just copy it and put it.
Oh, okay.
Real quick. Let's see what Shoe Barb says. Right. We are all. Yep, theories, conspiracy theories. LOL. Now they see. Yep, that's right. All right, let me see. I'm just gonna put this here in the chat. So let's see. This is where this beautiful community off the grid sustainable living is. Sumaya. I like how that sounds. Sumaya. Is there a meaning behind it?
I'm sure there is. I don't know it, but so it's kind of near and dear to us. Brandon's wife is from this community, and
great.
Built a lot of homes around the. We're in what's called the eastern region of Ghana, and he's built a lot of homes around the eastern region. So the area, it's a nice area.
Yeah. So everybody, make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes. Hold on, let's see.
If you want to keep up to date, he's very transparent,
Yes,
very thorough. Like I said, I keep up with videos,
definitely.
subscribe to the channel, and just stay a part of it.
This
So
is
you can
his
get your
Facebook
piece of the
channel.
pie.
That's right.
Yep.
This is his
Yep.
Facebook channel, guys. It's called Eric McNeal. It's
Be
free.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And
So definitely, and if you are interested in purchasing, as he explained before, you can email him the details. Only if you're ready and serious, send those emails, okay, guys? And that is it. That is it. We'll let
good
you
deal.
go. Thank you so much um,
Hey,
for taking the time out. I really appreciate it.
thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be talking.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, family. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm just going to put his details up here again. I didn't want to hold him up. He has another engagement. This is his email information. If you are interested in being a part of this community, as you can see, they have a lot
Just check. I'm
going on.
Just check out the video.
Yes.
Don't get distracted by anything.
Wait,
Just sit down and watch it from
YouTube. Oh,
start
I
to
didn't put
finish.
his YouTube channel. Let me put his YouTube channel up.
I'm talking. He's very thorough, starting with infrastructure of the community. Um, the equipment he's bringing in. He talks about that, where he's getting it from, cost, what it's needed for, and it's a real. It's like something you don't seldom see.
Mm-hmm. Y'all heard hubby. He has spoken. I'm going to put one of his links in the chat so that you all will have access to it right away, guys. You'll just click on the link. It'll take you to his channel and subscribe. All right. Here it is in the chat. All right. That is his YouTube channel. So definitely go and take a look, guys. You'll probably have to go back to his past videos. I'm telling you, like when we found him through Jasmine.
Yeah.
And I looked out, we were like, I'm telling you, anytime he puts stuff up, I'm like, it's educational too. It really is. It teaches.
You know, at the end, it's information. You know, opportunity to invest in something. We can't count nobody's money, so you know you have to decide what's best for you.
Right.
But it doesn't hurt to actually look at it.
I'm telling you, like seriously, guys.
It's impressive.
Yes, it is. And then, you know, if you aren't able to, you know, financially, it still gives you education on what to do if you've brought land, you know, for your homes. Make your home a sustainable living, because he is correct. We're heading that way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, and I don't plan on being stuck here. I'd rather be stuck there.
Eric has he's got it's a good balance of quality and price. I'll just put it that way.
Yep. You cannot put quality. You can't put price on quality.
Yeah, especially like us coming from the West. When you start seeing the molding, the appliances, and the washer, the dry, all the stuff that we used to, and not everybody over there is offering that.
Right.
Understandable, because we coming from two different cultures. But coming from here to there, like the transition would be great.
Yep, exactly.
Mixed in with the sustainable living on top of that.
Exactly. Which means you're not gonna have to go to the city like that. You know, you're not gonna have to. That part you're not gonna have to worry about. My thing is, I don't have to have money in my pocket, right? We get to that point, we don't have money to go buy food. Why? Because everything we need is there. You know,
the needs are there.
The
what
needs.
You want versus what you need is two different things.
Right.
But in order to live a life and be happy, you can do it.
Exactly.
You can do it there without, you know, the heavy cost.
Now, we forgot to talk about the solar. At one point, he did offer the solar with the discount. But now, unless the discount come later, I'm not sure if he's going to include the solar, but it's still an option. It
And
won't be included, but it's still an option. I would definitely
and
do
on
solar.
top of that, he's looking into the local, well not local, but the national utility company to run power lines into the community also.
Yep.
So you can have an option,
maybe later on down the line or
of
something.
that being on the grid through the national power grid, and also solar off the grid. You do a combination of the two.
Yep.
Because you have things like you do have power outages. You do have we know it's an issue of load shedding on the continent. So that would be something to consider too.
Exactly.
It's a backup on top of a backup.
Yep. Backup on backup. Yep. Yetta says sad I missed that half price.
Yeah, tell
me
us
too.
about it. When he told us the price,
girl.
it was what
it was like 30. I think it was like 30,000, 30 something like that.
You can basically get a one was a 1-1.
It was a
duplex.
Yeah. For
brand new construction.
I think it was like
for under $30,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get two different units attached for $26,000, brand new
a piece.
With the when you go on the website and look at the quality, of the work, you'll be like,
and everything is made.
You talking about a missed opportunity?
Yeah, everything is made on site.
Yeah, and like you said, real hardwood. None of this prefab cabinetry that you tend to see a lot. Like the real hardwood will last.
Read what Shoebarb said
on Google Maps, looking at some like a nice community I see.
Yeah. Listen, sis, we gonna try. Because I definitely want to be a part of that community. Like you literally just move in.
Yeah, you changed your name.
Huh?
You changed your name, Bella.
Yeah, I'm Bella.
You should have put my name up.
Well, you ain't. Oh boy, we started trouble, y'all.
I feel left out now.
I can't go back, but I'll try to add it later. Okay.
Yeah. She making me feel a little less.
Come on, man. I put Rod, man. I can't remember what your I know it started with a T.
Yeah, but in Bella, that's more powerful. That's
okay, honey. Oh Lord.
That's strong.
Oh boy. That struck a nerve. Yeah, man, light bulb moment. I love the whole concept of just living without that issue of ripping and running for essentials.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Just to walk in your backyard, you know what I'm saying? And get what you need and put it in your basket.
They're doing the fruits and the vegetables. It's gonna be a part of the landscape.
Yes.
None of these flowering.
What made her sit her stomach?
Plants.
What you talking about, sis? I don't know.
Just the miss. I think she think about the opportunity to miss.
Oh, yes.
I think that's
yes. Look, she said, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Because he bothered me about his name. Like, listen, I ain't doing it intentionally. Like for real. I just didn't remember. I just remember it was T.
So it's like when you say in Bella, she's African, then we say Rod, man, I'm American. So she's
American?
She's an African married to an American.
Oh my goodness, y'all! I can't with him.
And Bella is recognized across the continent.
I can't.
But Rod, man, he's like you said. Oh,
if they do it again, I need to be in position.
Yeah,
I know.
Sign up for that newsletter. We right there.
I wish we could come in on this. Like, I wish we all could just come in on this together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
It's
Ooh, listen, y'all.
Just like I said, just watch the video. Just watch this video, and then you formulate your own opinion from that.
Look, she say, "Okay, Rod, man, we." Yeah, like, okay. Well, tell them what's your African name then.
I gotta get back with
See, so he don't even know it. So how can I put it up there if he don't know it?
I've been called this name for so long.
Isn't it T? Hold on, how we say? See. That's why I didn't write it because I know it started with T. See. So my South African sisters and brothers, y'all gonna have to get on y'all brother now. You gotta know his name. I know mine.
I'm fully in the brainwashing process over here.
So. Yes, Mr. Boat. Sis, listen, you don't understand, okay? When I saw her video, I was like, why?
Everything you're looking for.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you, but if I saw his community, before
I know where you're
Zanzibar.
going. I know where you're going.
I would have picked his community. I mean, I get.
It's, I would say this honestly. I feel like the potential to
Money
make
wise,
money
okay, yes,
would be better
that's true.
in Fumba Town because it is basically
It's
being
touristy.
exposed
It's a
to the
touristy
world.
spot. Okay.
They doing traveling, sales pitches.
I guess I'm being selfish though, 'cause
Right.
I'm thinking
So
about
you
our
could
home.
you could possibly like the potential for that could be greater, but as far as
Our
the
home, though.
actual, the pieces of serenity, the quality of the build,
Right.
like he got it.
Yeah.
I
forgot to
I'll be
ask
honest.
him if he'll have people invest later. That would be great.
Yeah,
But I wonder. I'm gonna ask him
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know what he tells me because I'm gonna
Mm.
ask him if later on if someone could invest.
Put it this way, he's on the right track. Like
Yeah.
I was telling him, I feel like he needs to become a bigger real estate developer, starting in Ghana where he's at now.
Right.
But just across the continent because it's real thoughtful.
Very.
And like we've all seen and heard stories about what's going on over there, and it's like, well, y'all didn't think about that, but
Yep. I agree with Rod, man. You still gonna have that residential in the long run.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess I see the vision when we get to that point.
It ain't over. We working on it. Well, believe me, we working on that too.
Guys, I want to go there right now and move. I want to leave now and go.
Believe me, we working on that too.
I can just see myself like right there in his community, just chilling.
Mm.
Yeah. I'll be a garden heaven.
Yeah. We all teasing ourselves right now too.
No, we gotta put it in. We gotta put it out there, right? We gotta put the positivity and we gotta claim it. It's gonna be ours. We're gonna be right there. All of us who want to be there. We're gonna be chilling.
Yeah.
I go out, got my lemongrass, honey, have my tea.
Yeah, have your fruits and your veggies right there waiting on you.
That's my thing. I should have asked him if he gonna have chickens. All these questions coming up after the fact.
Chickens,
probably
as
not.
We both know,
it's been
chicken and gardening.
Yeah. Ooh, they tear your yard up, guys.
You kind of got to be careful because they will.
They something else. My husband. Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, I better be quiet because he gotta go. You can go at any time you want to, but he gotta go finish the coop, guys. I'm gonna do, a video on that. But yeah.
The only thing, if you have chickens,
they need to be in their own designated area.
You need to either put them in a designated area or you just need to let them roam free in a large property.
That you don't care about your grass and your
no,
soil.
Because they less likely to concentrate on destroying one area like that.
Yeah, because they something else.
Yeah.
They something else. What's it say? Maybe I missed it, but could we have an Airbnb on his community?
He talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah, he talked about it. Yeah, he said there are people that's not living there that own the properties and
they'll be Airbnb. Because we're gonna be one of the guests, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be one of the guests for sure. Right, man, slow her down. LOL.
I can't.
Oh goodness.
Maybe you have better luck than me, but I can't do it.
Since we are dreamers, we want to move on it now. Sis, for real. Listen, my dream's gonna come true. The Most High gonna work it out. I'm telling you. Yeah. I don't know how. He gonna work it out.
Yeah.
That's why I say, listen, okay, I become rich, y'all. Sky's the limit when I come rich, I'm telling you. I'm gonna bless some people too now. I am. Starting with y'all. The one, my number ones that's been with me from day one. Y'all first. I'm telling you that now. Anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it.
That's it. You finna go work on the coop?
Yeah, I gotta go back out here. Get
oh, you want lunch before you work on the coop?
I take lunch.
And look. I should say go work on the coop first and then you get lunch.
I tell you.
You're gonna be full. Because then you're going to get itis and you ain't going to want to do it.
Nah, I'm close to the end.
Oh no, y'all! I made a mistake. I should have told him to do the coop first and then eat. Cause y'all know when you eat, you ain't gonna want to do nothing afterwards. Leave the comment. Let me know if you want to know. When you get itis, you want to go to sleep, and that's
Nah, I can still function. I can get it done. Don't worry about it.
it. He trying to butter me up, y'all. It's not gonna work.
We'll send y'all a video.
Oh
of the
goodness.
finished project.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be about 2-3 hours after he have his lunch. Before we go, guys, is there anything else you'd like to say to us? Any questions you may have? Let us know. I need my old lady lamp right now. Girl, I don't even know what that is. I can't even take a nap for real. Well, I take that back. I take nap. Well, I have sleep apnea, so I take naps whenever.
Yeah, that's
a whole nother, a whole nother show.
Say a prayer.
Yeah, so y'all see me driving down the street, and I got my radio and music up loud. I got it up loud for a reason. Okay, so ain't no telling what. Don't read a book to me. Story time. When I was helping my kids, and they had to read every so often or whatever. They be reading, they look over. I took a nap. Those on head went back like. They tell my mom, wake up! You supposed to be listening to the story. I said, I'm sorry.
I got to watch it.
I'm sorry. Work first, then eat. Exactly. Exactly, Yetta. That's what we gonna do. Yeah.
I thought I had a friend.
Because I'm hungry. Because I'm not hungry right now.
I thought I had a friend.
Yes. I agree. See? Yes, exactly.
I can do it.
I'm not hungry yet. Can you do the coop first and then?
Listen, when you open that door,
the door is closed and shit. You ain't hungry. Look at that tummy. Y'all see his tummy. He ain't hungry. License for he ain't hungry.
No, I got this.
Yeah, we gonna. I'm gonna see if I can let him work first. You right. I agree. Completely. Any other questions, guys? Any comments? We're gonna do another live, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, because remember we do every other Sunday as a request of somebody. So not this Sunday coming up, but the following Sunday coming up. We should have a live. I gotta double check and make sure that's locked in good. And another time I want to do something a little different. And I'll tell you all more about it as we get closer to that, time. So I guess we're gonna shut it down then, hubby.
Yeah.
Before you leave, guys, let me do my little commercial. All right. And while I'm doing my little commercial, if there's anybody who did not say anything and you've been watching us for this long, leave a comment, guys. Let me know where you're looking from, who you are, and yeah, we can say hi to you. All right, y'all know I have to put in my little commercials now.
I guess I'll go start.
Okay, you're gonna start. Okay, go ahead. I'll feed you after. All right, hubby, gonna say bye.
Bye. See y'all later.
We're gonna let hubby go start the coop.
We love y'all. We love their support.
Yes. All
she
right.
waiting on me to leave.
Wait on him to go.
She waiting on me to leave.
All right, see you soon,
Right.
sweet. We'll have a video
for you. Waiting on me to leave. I'm waiting on that smell of food.
It will. As soon as you come in and that sweat just going all the way down, I'm gonna be like, here you go, sweetheart. And you're gonna be smiling.
Okay. I'm watching the clock.
Here, take your water now. I don't need you past that.
I'm watching the clock.
All right, hubby. See you later. You gotta go out there and do the coop first. Take your son with you. He ready for you now. All right. So hubby's gone. Hold on. Let me see. Enjoy family. Thank you. All right. So if you did not know, guys, I wrote a book about my life. This is it, guys. The husbands I thought I found. You can purchase a copy of my book on Barnes and Noble, Exebris.com, and also Amazon. If you have a Kindle, you can download the Kindle as well, guys. I'm still old fashioned, so I love going through the pages, honey, flipping through my pages. I love doing that. That's my thing there, okay? So definitely check it out. I know being in the West, we have schedules. We're always on the rat race. It is a quick read, as you can see. It's not a long, drawn out thing like some of my lives are. So it won't take you long to read my book. Definitely support me, support the channel. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And this is me, guys, on the back. That's when I had dreads and I was a little more plump. So definitely get a copy of my book. And we have a store called Rodraccastyles. And basically, I came up with that name because it is the beginning of all of our initials of our name. And it's our styles coming together as one, as a family. This is one of the t shirts I designed right here, guys, on our store. You can also find um, more than one of these colors on our website. So you can click on it and purchase. Yes, you just click on it, pick your size, and then everything will be shipped to you directly. All right, so that is all for now, guys. I will also put all of the information in the description box. And if, excuse me, and if you don't want to buy any one of these, you can buy your girl a cup of coffee. I will have that link also in the description. Each cup is $5. All right, greatly appreciate it. I can buy me a cup of coffee. I can buy me some lunch. So, I greatly appreciate it. And also my Cash App there. If you decide you want to gracious, if you want to graciously bless me, you can do so as well. That way, there are many ways that you can support me, support us, and our channel. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing. I just thank you guys, and also welcome to all of my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you all too, and I'll see you all on the next video, family. Hey, if you missed any part of the video, make sure you go back and watch the replay. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.